Hello Harshal.
How are you?
So it's a pleasure to have you and
Thank you.
Dark Matter especially with us today.
Thank you.
So Dark Matter is participating for the first time, right?
Correct.
And what a grand entry to make
Thank
to the
you.
Middle East
Appreciate it.
region.
Thank
so
you.
tell us about the whole experience. How it has been for Dark Matter?
Well, it's an amazing experience at JISEC. And as you know, Dark Matter is the local end-to-end cybersecurity player. We do everything from advisory to solutions to products. Our practices, our regulations, cyber network defense, managed services, secure communication, infrastructure, smart solutions. And it's been great to be here because then we can give our message back to the industry as what we're doing in the cybersecurity realm with our global players. All the team is global, but all locally located here. Right.
So how do you see the entire security market of the region coming along? What are the various opportunities and challenges that Dark Matter sees?
That's a great question. So I think from an opportunity standpoint, I think the region is ready for the cybersecurity wave. The region and the leadership of the country understands, the critical infrastructure and what it takes to secure the critical infrastructure from oil and gas to nuclear to telecommunications to financial sector, right? And the region has matured a lot over the last few years. Although the maturity is still happening in terms of the processes, in terms of security awareness, the region is now moving from a purely a technology play from cybersecurity to more a process play, more a people play, and I think that's a great thing to understand what it takes to have a true cybersecurity framework in place. Right.
So coming specifically to governance and compliance models and security, right? So what is the one key capability that Dark Matter offers in terms of security, compliance and governance?
So that's a great thing, and I run the security and compliance practice, and as you heard me in my speech again, what we do is we do very realistic assessments across the sectors, right? There are a lot of frameworks around ISO, NIST, whatnot, but Dark Matter as a trusted partner of the UAE government, right? We really put the risks context in terms of the verticals. What are the two risks in oil and gas, which are different from financial sector, which are different from retail sector. So we really customize our methodology for every sector and then implement the controls, which usually gives you the most bang for the buck for that particular sector.
Okay, so if you see the key security vendors, so they are all talking about like various conversations around security, like we will skip the name of the vendors,
absolutely.
But like security everywhere, end-to-end security and security uncompromised, right?
Yes.
So, but as we enter into a more M2M world, Internet of Things, billions of devices talking to each other, it's end-to-end security possible? Like, is there something called a completely secure enterprise?
There is nothing called a completely security. What we can do is we can do end-to-end security controls in place. And what I mean by that is you have the prevention, detection, response, and recover. Simple as that. You want to prevent somebody from coming into your house. If somebody's broken into your house, you want to detect it. If you detect somebody in your house, you want to respond to that. If something bad happens, somebody steals your jewelry, you want to recover from that. So we follow that end-to-end cycle from prevention, detection, response, and recovery. Now you talk about IoT, you talk about M2M, the industry is talking about connected, smart, everything. That's a hype. To us, what we say in that is there are a lot of industries, for example, oil and gas, which were never meant to be connected. So when you connect things like that, when you connect smart cities, you really expose a lot of threat actors, threat vectors. And what we look at from a Dark Matter standpoint, and what's our differentiators, we look at from a true risk standpoint, true use case standpoint. We don't want to come and slap an ISO standard or any standard on top of any critical infrastructure. We really look from bottom up. We create the controls that really reduces the risk for that particular use case. That's how we're different.
Right. So how does your partner shield look like? Like which are the key partners you go to market with for this particular region?
I mean, we partner with the best globally, correct? I mean, we partner with different vendors and different technologies, right? But at the end of the day, the key is how we customize the implementation, how we customize how it's integrated with the other key pieces within the industry. So it's not just the partner, it's how the secret sauce that Dark Matter brings to bear. That is very different from any other SIs in the industry.
You have been working very closely with the government as well, right?
Yes.
So like if we have to differentiate the security pattern and the operation pattern of the government and the private sector, what would be the one key difference be?
I think we've been working very closely with the government in the UAE, and government is actually leading a lot in terms of a lot of technology implementation, smart cities, connecting the critical infrastructure. And I think here in this part of the world, government really leads the way compared to the private sector. But also the other thing is the government is very open in terms of what kind of regulation from a cyber standpoint that we need to put in place to put security in place, but at the same time not slow down the innovation. Because innovation has been the playbook of this region, and we definitely don't want to slow it down, but while making it very secure. There's not a single city which we call it smart but insecure city. A smart city has to be secure. The citizens will take that for granted, and that's what government has understood and put the right place, the controls in place.
Right. So coming to the CIOs, right?
Correct.
CIOs are now the center of attraction.
True.
They have been given a huge responsibility of handling the entire organization, right? So how CIO friendly is Dark Matter?
We are very CIO friendly. We understand the language. We also understand their challenges. A CIO always is concerned about the budgets. the people, the processes, the technology, right? It's a lack of even the right skill sets in the region. So we understand where the CIO comes from. We really help them in terms of maturing their processes. We really help them really get the most efficient of a cyber program within the limited budget they have. But the other thing is we also give them a lot of playbooks, what their peers are doing locally, what the peers are doing globally. The CIO really wants to know what the other CIO in the same field, whether it's oil and gas or financial sector, is doing, so they can learn from that. And we provide them with that platform.
Right? So to summarize, if you have to give me 3 points, like why a CIO should come to you, come to Dark Matter, in 3 words.
Well, 3 words, I would say we are the only trusted partner of the UAE government, one. We really understand the regulations, the innovation patterns, and the risks of the critical infrastructure of the country. And the third thing is we understand where CIOs are today, because most of us were CIOs in the prior life. So we talk their language, and we help them translate the message to the CEO level. Those are the 3 things.
Okay, so and if you want to give a one do and one don't for the security market, what would that do and don't be?
Well, the do is put the controls in place based on your risks. Don't follow the herd mentality. Your risks are different from other sectors. If you're in oil and gas, don't cut and paste your risk from financial sector or retail sector. That's one don't. One do is really, again, you really have to follow the security. Don't do compliance for the sake of compliance, right? Compliance doesn't make you secure by default. It just gives you the table stake. You have to build on compliance based on security. But again, the technology is moving so fast. The world is moving so fast that today what you do will be very different from 3 months from today or 6 months. So it's not a project. Security is not a project. It's an ongoing evolution of how you keep your business running. That's how we think about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.